Ah, that's beautiful. A view of the stunning and historic. And with tip-off.
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. They're down a body tonight, but it shouldn't have too much of an impact on their rotation.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Collins is out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Young. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2 spot. And for Philadelphia, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. Bogdanovich finds Collins. And Embiid pulls it down.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Sounds good.
Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Simmons with it and guarded by Capella. Simmons passes to Green. 76ers moving the ball around. Good try by Simmons. Basket good.
The physicality of Simmons on display. Showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
And the turnover again by Atlanta. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And Simmons slams it in.
A problem inside. That's what he is. Once Simmons gets the ball in the positioning that he wants, he goes for the throwdown. And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher, of course.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Good D by Bogdanovich.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the blade.
And Simmons gets it to go on the assist from Green. Simmons got 6.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here is Young. Bogdanovich up top. Back to Young. Over Thibault. The Hawks again can't hit.
And see, Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, Gio. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease. Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one. But he's got the limp to be the first one, too.
Harris's shot is good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Here's Herter. Pass to Okongwu, and it's sent back by Howard.
Howard, one of the most feared rim protectors in the league.
Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded by Williams. And that one's good. Maxey.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Outside Williams. There's the dish to Okongwu. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. The 76ers leading by 13. Here's Korkmaz. Inside. Howard in the post. He's against Williams. No good from Howard. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And that ends the struggle You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Well, now that they have that monkey off their back, hopefully they can settle down and execute.
Now, here's Scott. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Now, here's Maxey. Defense is right there. Here's Howard. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
The Hawks trail by 13. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Williams, and the layup's good off the glass.
And such a nimble ball handler. Williams makes quick work of getting down the lane, and he'll drive all night long if they let him.
Now, here's Maxey. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. Jumping out to an impressive early lead.
And that one's good. Hunter.
And don't sleep on Williams's ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
And so it's Philadelphia holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They have made it very tough to get a shot. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. If you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
They've got Korkmaz. Howard is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Hill, and it's Curry in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. That one goes in. And
that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
Pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Herter passes to Capella. Here's Korkmaz. Now the 76ers on the break. Passes it to Milton. Here's Korkmaz. 6 to shoot. Lobbed up there for Howard.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Dunn looking over the floor. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Maxey. Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, GA, what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
Now, here's Maxey, defended by Young. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. It's stolen by Milton. And now, Philadelphia on the break. Here's Howard. They get it back. Maxey passes to Korkmaz. And here's Maxey. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Howard. And there's the pass to Maxey. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Lobbed up there for Howard. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Throughout his career, Howard has dominated the boards. The size, touch, and timing he possesses, just a lethal concoction.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Simmons' shot is good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Young outside. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Simmons finds Embiid, unable to get that one. Out to Harris. Second chance shot. That one's not going to go. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Pass to Thibault. The feed now to Green. Stolen by Collins. Oh, here we go with Okongwu and nobody back. Tries again. The kick out to Williams. For the three. Atlanta again missing. Philadelphia with the ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And the dunk by Embiid.
The reach of Embiid, just fantastic. Just throw it up there. I mean, he's committed to finishing the alley-oop.
And here's Young. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Williams. Young with no one around. Gets an open look and hits.
Surprised everyone by passing out of his shot. What a fantastic dish.
Young against Simmons. He kicks it to Harris. And it's Thibault in the corner. Simmons against Young. Simmons inside. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
I mean, at almost 7 feet tall, Simmons is hard to contain. The defense has to push him farther away.
So as we conclude the first half, thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They are completely in control. And
well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
On the court for Atlanta, John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Tony Snell. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Young in at the 1. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Green. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Seth Curry. And Simmons subbed in for Hill. Simmons dishes to Embiid. That shot off. Good work defensively by Capella. Back to Snell. Wide open. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Passes like that help develop team chemistry. Bogdanovich, I love the display of unselfishness.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. Pass to Embiid. Back to Harris. The 3. Rebound Atlanta.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Simmons inside. Defended by Young. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Herter, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's done in for Young. And it's Harris off the drive. That one good for 2. And the 76ers lead by 21.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Molinari passes to Dunn. Yep, it counts.
And that's the muscle his teammates like to see done, refusing to take no for an answer.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. Pass to Howard. In the corner, it's Harris. There's the pass to Thibault. Simmons working it over. And Simmons slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear though he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Here's Capella. Here's Hunter. Pass to Herter. The Hawks working the ball around. And the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, what really separates Capella is his explosiveness around the rim. My goodness.
Now, here's Thibault. Pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Terrific at penetrating inside. The mobility Simmons possesses at his size, amazing.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Lou Williams is checked in for Dunn. Kicks it to Hunter. Capella, high post. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The Hawks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. That wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
59 seconds left in the third quarter. The 76ers leading by 19 points. Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded closely. Banked in off the glass. Maxey's got 4 this quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Passes it to Capella. Left side, Williams. Back to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And everyone knows Lou Will can score. But there, great job with that drop-off. Sweet dime.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. The pass to Milton. It's Scott on the wing. Back to Milton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. And so it's Philadelphia taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Hawks trail by 19. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. George Hill out there with Seth Curry. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Here's Young and Embiid with the block.
Well, you got to be careful around Embiid. When he's around, he's capable of coming up with these blocks.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
I mean, Come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
And the 76ers with some changes. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Seth Curry. And it's Ben Simmons in for Hill. Young outside. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Dishes it to Capella. Shot clock at 5. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Oh, nice to see Capella find the open teammate as he continues to develop his ability to create for others.
Now, here's Thybulle. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Thybulle kicks to Simmons. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And once Simmons turns on the Jets, there's no stopping him. I love seeing him play with this much confidence.
Here's Young. Count the basket.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Now, here's Thybulle. Not a lot of room. Pass to Harris. Pass to Simmons. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And the basket by Harris.
Oh, what a beautiful shot by Tobias Harris. I mean, he's getting very consistent from there. Now, it's just a matter of getting better and better.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Young dishes to Bogdanovich. Capella, the pass to Young. That 3 off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Thybulle on the wing. Back to Harris. There's 3-pointers off the mark. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Harris with it. Passes to Simmons. Capella against Embiid. Oh, and the jam by Embiid.
You know Embiid loves showing off his athleticism. This guy doesn't lack confidence.
Young looking it over to the paint. That's good from Collins on the assist by Young. Collins has got his first points of the game. A minute 42 left to play in the final quarter. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Harris misses. The Hawks trail by 20, and here we go. Takes the 13-footer. Capella, great positioning on the putback.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Philadelphia.
The one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ben Simmons.
I mean, he had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball.
Kicks it out to Collins. Capella trying to free himself up. Goes back up. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
I love the high activity Capella brings. Someone that really brings it on the offensive glass.
Harris outside. Down low. Embiid finds Harris. Now here's Green. And the pass to Simmons. Young with the steal. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Snell. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it. And that's a shame.
Simmons passes to Embiid. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare. Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward spot. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. Holiday gets the bucket. For both teams tonight, Clark, unbelievable talent up front.
Agreed. And, you know, in the trenches, in the paint is where this one's going to be decided. It's going to be won or lost there, and that's not something we say very often in this day and age with the three-point shooting, the small ball, the spacing of the floor, the pick-and-roll action. It'll be different tonight.
Count that one.
And Antetokounmpo is really an absolute terror in the open floor. I mean, love seeing a guy his size run the floor the way he does. Wow, impressive.
On the wing, Green. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Bucks passing it around. Here's Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Antetokounmpo inside. Guarded by Simmons. Giannis no good.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch. Hey, if you had a list of the most athletic players in the NBA and did a roll call, it would be not long before you got to Antetokounmpo. The Greek freak is a real deal.
Embiid trying to break loose. No good off the back of the rim. They're running for the finish, and Giannis throws it down.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
Right side, Green. Back to Simmons. Out to Harris. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Over onto Antetokounmpo, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. Bucks leading by 4. Lopez controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Now Simmons. Pass to Thibault. Outside, Simmons. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
That one falls.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Embiid, the pass to Simmons. .137 left in the first quarter. Shot to stop the run, and Simmons slams it in.
The slash ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive, cutting mentality.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Tucker's checked in. Lopez finds DiVincenzo. And it's sent back by Howard. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul. A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Now, here's Maxey. Up and in on the layup.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Bucks leading by 4. Forbes, the pass to Middleton. From downtown, the shot's good from Forbes.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Here's Max. Following the three by Milwaukee. Great D that time from Portis. Here's the break. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Howard drives in. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
And, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
A three ball. They grab their own miss. Here's Connaughton to the middle and stolen by Scott. And so the first quarter is in the books. Bucks lead by 5. After this break. And recently on the subject of trash talking, Giannis.
I like to stay locked in to the game and focus on the game and let my,
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Simmons. Hill is out there with Curry. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3, the small forward. Passes it to Maxey. From beyond the arc, up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Connaughton. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Now, here's Maxey. 5 points in the game. A drive by Scott. Bucket is good. Scott's got his second basket of the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Portis. No good on the 3. The 76ers trail by 5. They swipe it. Fast break, Milwaukee. A nice shot by Tucker.
Well, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Now, here's Maxey. Tight defense on him. And no good. Great D that time from Portis. Middleton the pass to Tucker. And it's blocked. And here's Milton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Shots good by Middleton. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. How about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man, and that's the beauty of our game. You can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. The 3 from Hill. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Boy, proving to be a handful once again, guys. Embiid, so tough to keep off the glass because of his agility and size.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Rebound by the 76ers.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Holiday against Hill. Back to Giannis. DiVincenzo with it, and he makes that one. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
And the 76ers making a change here. Simmons is checked in. Green. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Brook Lopez.
When Green's on the court, you can't lose him because he's just too dangerous as a shooter.
Both free throws good from Green. 1:09 left in the first half of the game. Harris against Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Now Thibault. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Back to Simmons. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Boy, the quickness by Simmons, breathtaking. So good at blowing by whoever's trying to stay in front of him.
Here's Giannis. The shot, no good. And Philadelphia the other way now. Embiid drives in.
Well, he's got such long strides and unbelievable agility for a guy his size. Embiid so good at going to the rim with force.
The 76ers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Here's Holiday, and Holiday throws it down.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from him.
Simmons dishes to Green. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. And Simmons slams it in.
I tell you, it doesn't get any easier than this, guys. I mean, Simmons finishing with power.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At one stretch in the opening period, they built up an... And that does it for our half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Giannis inside. Simmons is there. Giannis kicks to Holiday. It's stolen by Harris. To the inside. And Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Giannis high post. Simmons is there.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector. Discourages inside attempts at a high rate. Clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Man, what a special player Antetokounmpo is, sharing the sugar there. The vision he showed, nice job finding the open man.
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Green. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Portis is checked in. Back to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Well, I tell you what, I love the unselfishness of Ben Simmons. This guy delights in setting up his teammates, and if they're open, they get the ball.
Holiday with it, and it's Howard picking him up. DiVincenzo against Simmons. It's deflected, and they're running. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And they take the lead. Embiid's got the lead up to 1 now for Philadelphia.
Get Embiid the ball and he goes to work, especially that close to the basket.
Teague, the pass to Portis. Fires top of the key. It's hauled in by Thibault.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Fast break, Milwaukee. It's stolen by Harris. It's 2-on-1. Lobbed up there for Embiid. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Embiid has a really high basketball IQ, superb at recognizing when to leap for the alley-oop jam.
And so they foul intentionally. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately...
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Maxey. No good. The Bucks go the other way with it.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
On the wing, Milton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The Bucks trail. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Teague with the ball. And the shot goes in.
Excellent body control that time from Teague to feel the contact, but still be able to keep himself in position to score.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Maxey. Here's Howard, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Milwaukee. This is his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
You know what? Still a consistent double-double threat every game is Howard, wanting to prove how valuable he is.
Yeah, that's a big miss right there. Now only a 1-point lead.
Connaughton kicks it to Tucker. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Scott. Pass to Korkmaz. He got it up. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. 76ers lead by 1. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Simmons is out there with Green. Then there's Hill. Then it's Curry. And it's Howard in at the 5, down low. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. For 3, Middleton. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Got a piece of it. Simmons dishes to Harris. Good D by Lopez. And the Bucks, their shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Here's Giannis. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Thibault. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Middleton with it. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Lopez. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lopez has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Milwaukee. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
5 to shoot. But blocked by Simmons.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Holiday finds Lopez. Back to Holiday. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Embiid, the pass to Simmons. Lopez with the steal. Simmons against Giannis. For 3, Middleton. Good on the three-point shot. And it's a 4-point Bucks lead.
Man, it's obvious that Middleton has great confidence. I mean, you can just see it oozing out of him. He's so good at catching the defense off balance and knocking down the catch-and-shoot jump shot.
And Simmons slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of games.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Dwight Howard's checked in for Philadelphia. The Bucks also with the sub. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Pat Connaughton.
That's a big-time bucket from Harris. I mean, so cool, confident, and composed in these big moments. He's made for him.
Giannis with it, now defended by Embiid. And Holiday, here we go. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Simmons inside. Antetokounmpo defending.
And the long reach of Antetokounmpo, I mean, stretches for days. And because of that, he's excellent at challenging shots.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And the dunk by Embiid.
What confidence from Joel Embiid. Knocked that one down in a clutch situation.
Simmons against Antetokounmpo. Nifty move. Count!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
And Simmons kicks to Thibault. Simmons inside. Antetokounmpo's there.
Really like how Simmons commands the ball, especially in key moments.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Green, he's checked in for the 76ers. Middleton on the wing. Over Green, just 4 to shoot. And too long on the shot. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Trailing by 2.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo dishes to Holiday. Back to Giannis. Outside Holiday. Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. Now Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Harris. And Embiid with a clear path to the hoop. Oh, missed it. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just tore them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
And in addition to his great talent, Antetokounmpo has the reputation of being an outstanding leader as well. He's a clutch.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A look from earlier as the Nets bus arrives at the arena. No doubt.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Here we go. They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Harden. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Brown, and it's Harris in at the small forward. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. Harden, that's good. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
Here's Green. James Harden picking up that last basket. Simmons left side. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And loves to operate around the rim. Simmons' tall frame helps him to beat defenders.
Inside, Jordan. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And it's sent back by KD.
Kevin Durant uses his length so well. And how about the timing to send that rejection back?
And KD's got the ball here for Brooklyn. Shoots the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. The drive by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, and when Simmons is driving inside, he's going to sky up for the flush, getting to the basket in no time. And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
And here is Simmons after the three-pointer from KD. Harris passes to Simmons. Back to Harris. 4 on the clock. Durant with the steal. Here's Harden. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons. His age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Here is Harden. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
On the wing, Harris. KD against Simmons. Back to Harris. Pass to Embiid. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Harris. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Now Howard, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. And there's the pass to Milton. And the layup's good off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And the Nets with possession here. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Irving for 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
As soon as Kyrie Irving crosses half court, you have got to guard him, and you've got to be balanced because this guy is an effective, dominant offensive presence.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of. And then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy. Well, Dwight Howard can scuffle a little bit at the free throw line, but I'm telling you, he's still drawing the contact and putting the defenders in bad spots.
Here's Luwawu. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Irving can't hit. The 76ers have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Here's Milton. The shot missing. Griffin with some nice D. Shamet finds Irving. Here's Green. Makes it off the glass.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Nets out in front. They're up by 3. We'll take a quick break. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Brooklyn now, Harden out there with Irving. And it's Green, then there's Griffin, and it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. Nobody near Irving. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Irving's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets. It's Curry outside. Hill passes to Curry. Latrey. They get it again. Here's Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
His entire career, Dwight Howard has been an absolute force on the glass. Nice finish.
Irving against Hill. Back to Irving. Passes it to Harden. 5 on the clock. Green kicks to Irving. Again, Irving missing.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Mike Scott's checked in for Harris. Shake Milton comes in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Hill. Luwawu is checked in for the Nets. Bruce Brown comes in for James Harden. With some arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Irving finds Brown. Back to Irving. Another miss by Irving.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Outside Irving to the paint, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly, born and raised.
Nets passing it around, and Harden wide open. He shoots, and again, no good by Brooklyn. 76ers trailing. Here's Korkmaz. Outside, Scott. Out to the right wing. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Ben Simmons comes in for Mike Scott. Danny Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Shake Milton. Then for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. And it's Johnson in for Brown. And now we've got the intentional foul. Tobias Harris is checked in for Maxey. 1:58 left in the first half. Durant kicks to Harden. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
To the inside. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. And it's Harris with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Durant dishes to Jordan. Outside for KD. Harris against Harden. Jordan. Green with the block.
I'll tell you, for a two-guard, Danny Green gets a ton of blocks. Great use of his length.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. 2 on the clock.
They got off to a good start offensively in this game, but have lost a little bit of their touch here in this quarter.
Harris inside. Johnson's there. Harris, good.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside Durant. To the middle. Here's Jordan. The basket good off the assist from Durant. KD's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Thybulle. Over in the corner, Green. Embiid against Jordan. And Embiid throws it down.
And that interior presence of Embiid, guys that big shouldn't be able to move like that.
KD looking around. Wide open look. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Durant's got 5 now.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Outside, Simmons. On the wing, Harris. It's stolen by Johnson. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
Embiid is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Curry. And it's Green, and it's Hill in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Durant. Hill pulls it in. The 76ers trail by 5. Here's Green. Pass to Thybulle. Kicks it to Hill. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Now, George Hill forces the action inside. Terrific control in the paint, and he earns the call thanks to his aggressiveness.
Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Ben Simmons, he's checked in for the 76ers.
And really, Simmons is nearly impossible to contain when he's sprinting to the hoop. An athletic behemoth who causes defenders fits.
Brown the pass to Green. Irving up top, guarded by Simmons. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 10.
I love that Kyrie Irving doesn't settle for something on the perimeter. He goes right to the cup.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Howard's checked in. The Nets also changing it up. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And James Harden subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Simmons. And he converts the layup. He's got 10.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Harden against Harris. Harden kicks to Brown. The pass to Jordan. It's Harden with the drive. Tips it, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Harris outside. Oh, offensive interference. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. And on the way from Irving for 3, rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Korkmaz, and it's good for 2.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Passes it to Milton. To the left wing. Back to Scott. Philadelphia moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Maxey. And again, it's Philadelphia. And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
They seem to concede that shot, and his response is, thank you very much.
Pass to Maxey. Pass to Korkmaz. Here's Howard. Great D that time from Green.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Luwawu Cabarro, and it's Harden in for Landry Shamet. And it goes down 2 points.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Irving passes to Harden. Back to Irving. Puts it up. No good from the wing.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Brooklyn ahead. They're up by 3. 3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Hill with it. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Green. Kyrie Irving is out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's Griffin, and it's Claxton in at the power forward. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Hill.
I'll tell you, George Hill doesn't get nervous just because he's outsized. I love his aggressiveness in the paint.
Jeff Green on the wing. The pass to Claxton. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the 76ers with some changes. Harris comes in for Hill. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Curry. Pass to Shamet. Down low. 6 to shoot. They kick it out to Green. Launches a 3. And Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got 4 rebounds in this game.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Green finds Embiid. Back to Green to take the lead. Pass to Embiid. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Here's Harden. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 5 assists in the game.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
And it's Simmons penetrating. He gets that one.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Simmons against KD. Harden left side. The feed to Jordan. Out to KD. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Dwight Howard. He's checked in for the 76ers. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Embiid, the pass to Simmons. And the call. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Lets the 3 fly. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. And it's a 6-point Brooklyn lead.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
And that's an intentional foul. Kyrie Irving's checked in for the Nets. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. And Jordan sends it back.
DJ twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
Offensive rebound. Howard kicks to Embiid. Now the dish to Simmons. Tries yet again. Howard finds Simmons. Count it. Nets leading by 4. Harden the pass to KD. The Nets working the ball around now. That one, no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Here's Thibault. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Thibault's got his first points in this one.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
Back to Harden. And stolen by Simmons. Lobbed up there for Howard. Thibault kicks to Embiid. Back to Thibault. Pass to Harris. Here's Simmons. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
KD dishes to Harris. Kicks it out to Harden. The pass to Harris. Back to KD. Just 5 on the clock. Harden outside. From the arc. That one misses. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Harris with it. He's picked up by Irving. Outside for Simmons. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. To take the lead. Money!
And Simmons, just such a gifted player. Someone who is mentally strong in these situations.
Outside, KD. Harden finds Durant. Outside for Jordan. Shoots over Embiid. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come. What a gorgeous nighttime view. And David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Atlanta.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. And one injury for them. They're still pretty close to full strength, though.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. And for Atlanta, they've got Clint Capella. John Collins is out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Young in at the point guard position. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
Young outside to the wing on the left. Snell the pass to Capella. Outside Bogdanovich. 5 to shoot. Here's Young. That's a 2 from Snell. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Green. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Throw it down, young fella. Simmons is explosive and without a doubt one of my favorite dunkers.
Passes it to Snell. Great D that time from Green. And so Green will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Harris's shot is off.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Snell from outside. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game. And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
Bogdanovich dishes to Young. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game. Young up top, guarded by Simmons. Here's Capella.
They are out of rhythm, 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Now here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just landing in. He wanted to make a statement.
Here's Young. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Trae Young.
Because he's so good at shooting it and driving it, defenses overplay Lou, leaving other guys free.
Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded by Williams. Scott, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And so it's Atlanta with it after the Sixers pick up 2. Williams kicks to Capella. Dwight Howard pulls it in. The 76ers leading by 3. Here's Milton, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Outside Williams. It's Gallinari on top of the key. The kick out to Williams. Capella inside, working on Howard, and the dunk by Capella.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Now, here's Maxey, guarded closely. Korkmaz passes to Howard. Gallinari with the steal. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Throws it up high.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. You can see why defenders struggle to contain DeAndre Hunter.
Now here's Maxey. He's guarded by Williams. Maxey, no good. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And there's Gallinari on the assist by Hunter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Maxey passes to Korkmaz. Out to the right wing. Here's Maxey.
And really, there's no reason why Howard can't at least be boxed out. When he comes up with these rebounds, it's night-night for the defense.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. 76ers lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
Huerter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari, and it's done in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
The Hawks making a switch here. Young's checked in.
Yeah, still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Young pass to Okongwu. Rebound by the 76ers.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Dunn kicks to Okongwu. Young dishes to Okongwu. The kick out to Young. Off target from outside. The 76ers leading by 6. The drive by Scott. Pass to Howard to the right side. Now here's Maxey. Dunn covering. A nice shot by Howard. Howard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Hawks making a switch here. Snell's checked in. And Young kicks to Snell. Dunn up top. Defended by Thibault. Clock at 6. For 3. Dunn misses. 76ers have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. And that one's good. Simmons got the lead up to 10 now for Philadelphia.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Young passes to Snell. Outside Collins. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 12-3 run. And slam dunk by Harris.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Over to the left wing. Young drives in. Green with the block.
Good shot blocker for his size. Danny showing great timing right there.
And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Molinari comes in for Collins. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Chris Dunn. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young. And Williams, here we go. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Hunter's checked in for Atlanta. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Simmons passes to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make, they are executing.
Williams against Simmons. They need this. Williams dishes to Capella. Atlanta again missing.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge...
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Best. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. And we know that Joel Embiid is... And...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last two quarters.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. Now the pass to Simmons. Here's Embiid, and it's Thybulle in the corner. Pass to Green. Now here is Harris. Second shot opportunity, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul. This goes against Atlanta.
For a player this good, still in his 20s, Tobias Harris has been on an astonishing number of teams.
Howard's checked in for Philadelphia. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense, just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Young. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play. And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Thybulle, the pass to Embiid. It's deflected. Dunn right side. He dishes it to Okongwu. And stolen by Simmons. And another turnover here by Philadelphia.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Okongwu. Hunter comes in for Bogdanovich. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Chris Dunn. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young. Then for the 76ers, Shake Milton, he's checked in for Howard. Curry comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And George Hill's subbed in for Simmons. And the 76ers making a change here. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Joel Embiid. Mike Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for George Hill. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Capella. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Here's Hunter. There's the pass to Capella. Gallinari with the steal. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Good awareness from Hunter. Puts himself in a position to finish that play.
Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded by Williams. 1:12 left in the third quarter. Tolliver kicks to Korkmaz. And it's off from three-point range. The Hawks trail by 21. Here's Gallinari, and Gallinari throws it down.
Defenses has to be careful. You know Gallinari is going to force fouls, but you have to try to prevent the N1.
John Collins, he's checked in for Capella. The 76ers leading by 18. And here's Maxey. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. The 76ers again can't hit it. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Collins, good.
An active interior presence, 6'10", John Collins keeps improving and keeps impressing.
On the wing, Milton. Just 5 to shoot. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
The offensive rebound. Williams passes to Gallinari. They shoot again. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Gallinari's got 7 points in the game.
So much of his offense is perimeter-oriented. Good to see Gallinari attack inside.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. 76ers on top, up by 16. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Gallinari. He's out there with Tony Snell. Williams is out there with John Collins. And it's Herter in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Feeds it to Collins. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And it's Green missing. The Hawks trail by 16. Embiid with the steal. Curry with it. Williams picks him up. Collins grabs the miss.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Bogdan Bogdanović comes in for Kevin Herter. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams. And then for Philadelphia, Howard's checked in for Green. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Seth Curry. And Simmons subbed in for Hill. Collins, good.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Fourth quarter now. We're about 1.5 minutes in. Bogdanović against Simmons. Thybulle on the wing. Back to Simmons. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Snatched up. Out to Harris. Passes to Simmons. They grab their own miss. Pass to Thibault. Jacks up a three. Another miss by Philadelphia. Now the pass to Howard. A three from Simmons. And the 76ers get it back. Harris outside. Off target with his three.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
And stolen by Simmons. Lobbed up there for Embiid. The shot comes out.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Outside, Simmons. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on and on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment. But the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Pass to Thibault. Now, here's Howard. He's tightly guarded. Here's Harris. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the 76ers lead by 12. It's Young on the wing, guarded by Simmons. And Bogdanovich kicks to Young. Back to Bogdanovich. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Shot by Collins, no good. And it's Harris with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the 76ers.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Ben Simmons.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the play.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And that one falls to Collins.
What's interesting about John Collins, he plays fast, but he's also measured in his approach.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Gallinari. Hill comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. Tolliver, no luck. Here's Huerter over Hill. Here's Fernando. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
Now, here is Hill. Kicks it to Curry. Here's the three. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business. Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. Hi, everyone. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle, and it's Green in at the 3. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint.
This is how you ruin an opposing team's defense. Holiday runs inside and finds the easy shot there.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Giannis outside. He feeds it to Lopez. Pass to DiVincenzo. 5 on the clock. To the middle. Here's Middleton. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off.
They're 1 of 4 here to start. You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? On the wing, Green. Simmons looking around. Lays it up and banks it in.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Now Lopez. DiVincenzo with it. It's hauled in by Thybulle. Harris, right side. Bobbed up there for Green. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And Embiid with the block.
Length plus agility. Great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And slam dunk by Harris.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Holiday. With the putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Now here's Simmons. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's a whistle he did not want to hear. His second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing by 2. And now Philadelphia on the break. Scott inside, guarded by Tucker. 1:30 left in the first quarter. It's Solomon to Antetokounmpo. Here's Middleton. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Good quick hands from Antetokounmpo there, reacting well on defense and swiping that one away.
Now here's Maxey. Here's Milton. And Philadelphia with another turnover here.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Drew Holiday. Here's Forbes. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Scott with the ball. Picked up by Portis. Howard in the post. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And so it's Milwaukee now. Here's Forbes. The three-pointer, no good. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And that one's good. Maxey.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Forbes. That three off the mark. And here's Maxey. And he banks in the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Fires for three. No good on that one. And we reach the end of the first quarter. 76ers lead by 4. And we'll be back right after this. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo had
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the 76ers, we've got Joel Embiid. Howard is out there with Korkmaz. Then it's George Hill, and it's Curry in at the 2.
Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
And here's Harris from the arc. Rebounded by the Bucks.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
The 76ers making a switch here. Embiid's checked in. And Holiday kicks to Lopez. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here we go. All alone. Here's Giannis. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now here's Simmons. Over onto Kumbo. Embiid. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Simmons finds Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
Here's DiVincenzo. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Here's Lopez. The 76ers getting the bucket. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now. An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Kept alive. Here's Howard. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Teague drives in. Banked in off the glass. Teague's got his first 2 points.
No hesitation from Teague. Saw a seam and took it, finding a way to nail the shot.
Now, here's Maxey. Teague covering, and that one is good. Maxey's got the lead up to 5 now for Philadelphia. And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Bucks. On the wing, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Howard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Hilton the pass to Howard. Got a hand on it. There's 42 seconds left in the second quarter.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Korkmaz. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Portis. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Forbes.
We wasted absolutely no time getting the ball up the floor. Great instincts in transition.
Now, here's Maxey. 6 points for him. The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Outside Holiday. With 4 seconds on the clock, and the layup is good. Holiday's got 4 this quarter.
Well, you're kind of asking for it. Drew Holiday gets in that close. He's probably scoring.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that's a wrap for our halftime show, the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Philadelphia leading by 3. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
And Simmons really using his insane athleticism on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who really carves up the defense.
DiVincenzo kicks to Lopez. Passes it to Holiday. Now DiVincenzo. Clock at 4. Here's Middleton. It's hauled in by Harris.
more good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here is Harris. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. And a miss there on the triple.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Danny Green is such a fantastic system player, and this is a pretty fantastic system, so it's working out well.
Giannis against Simmons. Here's Antetokounmpo, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Milwaukee with the ball. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. They get it back. The kick out to Holiday. Lets it go from deep. That one doesn't go.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
And the shot is good. Simmons got the lead up to 10 now for Philadelphia.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. He's off on that one.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And slam dunk by Harris.
That's a strong finish from Tobias Harris.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Giannis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Embiid. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in, and Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry, and Maxey subbed in for Hill.
And Howard selling the up fake there, but not the worst thing to send him to the line.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
1:53 left to play in the third. Middleton outside. Portis in the post, working on Howard. Nice shot by Portis.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
The 76ers leading by 9. Now, here's Maxey. He's got 8, and the shot goes down. Maxey's got 10.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Forbes. And it's off from 3-point range.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here is Forbes. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Traps in the tray.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
And here's Maxey. 12 points for him. Lobbed up there for Howard.
I love how determined Dwight Howard is there on the offensive end. When he gets the ball in that good spot, nobody's going to stop him.
Bucks trail by 12. Forbes the pass to Connaughton. Left side, Portis. Here's Connaughton, defended by Milton. No good from Connaughton. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Maxey. Great D that time from Portis.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Here's Howard. That shot off the mark. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. 76ers lead by 12. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Shake Milton is out there with George Hill. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Howard. And it's Simmons in at the 4-man position.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Simmons. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Simmons got the lead up to 14 now for the 76ers. Pass to Nwora. Back to Teague. From past the arc. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Tobias Harris showing off his versatility as a combo forward. Does a little bit of everything offensively.
And Teague's got the ball here for the Bucks. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Inside. Shoots it up. Nice shot by Portis.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
The pass to Harris. He kicks to Green. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Free throw, no good for Green.
A relatively rare trip to the free throw line for Green, averaging just 1 attempt per game over the course of his career.
And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his 4th foul of the contest. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. The 76ers leading by 16. Pass to Thybulle. Up top, Embiid. Over Lopez. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. You know, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Harris outside. From deep. The putback, and Embiid is right there.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To the inside, Embiid with the steal. Left side, Harris. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Kicks to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Curry way outside. A new 14 for the 76ers. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 5 assists in the game. Holiday surveying the floor. Lopez passes to Middleton. Over Green. The kick out to Holiday. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Now working in the mid-range, Middleton finding some ways to play in between.
It's Curry outside. Doesn't go for him. And Milwaukee will come the other way. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And a long wind-up and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. On the wing, Green. There's the three. And the 76ers get it back. For three, Harris. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the 76ers lead by 19.
And really, beyond the skills, you see right there the passion Embiid has, displaying that killer instinct.
And Giannis throws it down.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Philadelphia.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Joel Embiid.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo dishes to Middleton. Off target from outside. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they've put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
On the wing, Holiday. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. Over Green. No good there.
Well, it's something that he's done throughout his career. Green once again making a big defensive.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The activity in front of the Brook. Short, a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at small forward. And for Brooklyn, we've got Harden. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. And Embiid throws it down.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. I mean, he's fantastic at seeing when one of his guys is open.
And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fadeaways.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
And the dunk by Embiid.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
It's Durant on the wing. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harris, no good.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
Good.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Irving for 3. Jordan the pass to Durant. Irving from long range. No good. Shot missing. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Back to Embiid. And again, it's Philadelphia.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Harden scanning the floor. This one for 3. And again, it's the Nets missing. The 76ers have gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here.
Yeah, he continues to improve as a passer. The sky's the limit for Embiid and his all-around game.
It's Durant on the wing. Back to Harden. For 3, Harris. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Now the 76ers with it. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. And slam dunk by Harris. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Irving dishes to Harden. Durant kicks to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for James Harden. Here's Irving following the basket by Dwight Howard. And it's good, 2 points. Irving's got his second bucket.
I love how Irving mixes it up outside, inside. He's effective at playing to his strengths.
To the paint, here's Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Man, they built a monster lead here early on, and a lot of this is due to the game plan.
Now, here is Irving. Offensive rebound, and Griffin stays with it.
He possesses an unending supply of energy. We've seen it over the years. Griffin is awesome at hitting the boards with force.
Here's Maxey. He feeds it to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
And a wide open look for Irving. And he's good on the 3-ball. Irving's got 7.
You want to know what sets up Irving's drives? I mean, his ability to hit from distance, his handles, his game. He has it all.
Now, here's Milton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Howard. Lays it up off the glass.
Love the focus from Howard. So excellent at draining difficult shots over the defense.
Irving attacking. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
And so it's Dwight Howard making highlights for Philadelphia. He now... And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day, you...
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Nets. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving at the 2 spot. And Brooklyn making a change here. Brown's checked in. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Curry. And it's Ben Simmons in for George Hill. Outside, Simmons. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
He's a real menace underneath. Once Simmons gets established position, you basically have to whack him.
Second free throw, no good. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Nets. 7-point differential. Brown. Green with the rebound.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Here's Embiid. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now here's Harden. No points in the game yet for him. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. A shot by Harden, wide open, and again, no good by Brooklyn. The 76ers leading by 9, and slam dunk by Harris.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Harden kicks to Brown. The wide open look for Durant. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Durant's got 6 here in this quarter.
I remember when you get in trouble for shooting the 3 as a big man. Now teams want their bigs operating outside the 3-point line.
Jordan the pass to Harden. Outside, KD. And stolen by Simmons. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Green comes in for Joe Harris. And then for Philadelphia, Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Hill in for Danny Green. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Oh, such a smart defensive player. He knows how to use it.
Wow. You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Milton the pass to Embiid. It's stolen by Brown. It's 2-on-1. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Kevin Durant. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. Maxey passes to Scott. Griffin with the steal. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. No good from Luwawu. The 76ers leading by 8. Here's Maxey. And the layup falls.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Nets passing it around. And on the way from Irving for 3. Can't hit that one. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. The 76ers have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Here's Maxey. It's Korkmaz in the corner. And that one's good. Maxey. And it's a 12-point 76ers lead.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Jeff Green picks one up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Philadelphia shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Landry Shamet's checked in for Bruce Brown.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Left side, Irving. Passes it to Griffin. And it's blocked by Scott. 36 seconds left to play in the first half.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Ben Simmons comes in for Scott, and Curry subbed in for Shake Milton. 34 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Irving. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, he's a strong finisher. He exhibits great body control. Irving, he's a special talent.
Outside, Simmons. There's 10 seconds left in the first half. Shot clock at 5. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
But what about the speed and the muscle Simmons has? It makes defenders nervous, if you ask me. Such a difficult matchup.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. There's Shamet, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the...
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Dwight Howard had no problems getting going. He had 10 points and 1 rebound. And that'll do.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. They've got House. Korkmaz is out there with Scott. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Maxey in at the point guard position. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Nets trail by 11. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
You tell me, how do you defend that? Harden's strength and command of the Rockets, it's almost unfair.
Simmons looking around. Banked in off the glass. Simmons got 8 points. And a minute played as the second half gets going. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. The pass to Irving. And here is Jordan. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Harris. The 76ers leading by 11. Thibault finds Simmons. Makes it off the glass. Simmons got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, with tremendous strength. I mean, Simmons is a rock-solid scoring option around the rim.
Harden dishes to Irving. To the middle. Here's Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. The drive by Simmons, and Durant sends it back.
But Durant has arms that just keep on going and going and going. You aren't going to be able to just get a shot by him.
The Nets shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And the first one drops. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jordan. And it's Brown in for Kyrie Irving. Hill, he's checked in for Philadelphia.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Harris outside. Down low. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
When he's out in the open floor and has a head of steam, there really isn't any way you can slow him down.
Now here is Hill. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Bible on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 12. Simmons can't get it to go. Nets trail by 7, and now they decide to foul intentionally. And a new group in for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu is checked in for Joe Harris. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. Griffin draws the double. Pass to Irving. To the inside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Irving's got 19 points.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, no, that's how you mount a comeback. They're not all the way back, but they're getting close.
They get the rebound. Maxey goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Maxey's got 6.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Green kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Griffin passes to Irving. And the Nets, another 3.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Maxey. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Maxey's got 4 points this quarter.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Irving dishes to Brown. Back to Irving. Corner shot. Rebound by the 76ers.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
A shot by Milton, no good. Nets trail by 5. Here's Luwawu, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Amazing awareness. He's committed to keeping his eyes up and teammates involved. That's the type of player Griffin is.
Here's Maxey. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 10.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Over in the corner, Brown. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Irving. Inside. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
This is what a leader does. Irving, good at sharing the wealth and getting his teammates going.
Bobbed up there for Howard. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. 76ers lead. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Durant. And it's Harden in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Harris kicks to Simmons. Over Irving. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
I mean, you got to love the skill set Simmons possesses. Nightly triple-double threat. He stuffs the stat sheet.
Landry Shamet's checked in for the Nets. And Simmons drops them both. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 7. Outside Durant. Back to Harden. On the wing, Harris. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Green taking his time here. Shoots over Shamet. And it's Green missing.
I'm a bit shocked, honestly, that he misses that. That's his shot in rhythm.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And with his struggles at the line, you need to hack down DeAndre. You can't let him get the shot off there.
Free throw good, Jordan. And so here is Philadelphia. They lead by 1. At the top of the key, Embiid. Goes up with a stripe. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
You got to keep your eye on Embiid, especially from these in-between areas. I mean, he's effective at scoring from it.
In the corner, it's Harris. The 3 from KD. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Green, and he makes good on the layup. And it's a 5-point 76ers lead.
Oh, an underrated athlete, if you ask me. Green has the leaping ability to do damage inside.
Pass to Jordan. Embiid with the steal. Harris inside. He's covered by Shamet. They get it back. Here's Embiid. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. He gets it in there. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Well, throughout Harris's career, he has worked on building up his body, putting that added strength to good use in these tough finishes.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Embiid drives in. And the dunk by Embiid.
I mean, once Embiid puts it on the deck, look out. I mean, he's using his height and quickness to capitalize.
And he commits the intentional foul. The 76ers making a switch here. Howard's checked in. Brooklyn with the ball. 6-point game. Harden the pass to Jordan. And Harris wide open. He shoots offline with his 3. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Jumps up and slam dunk by Harris.
And you can't leave someone open around Durant. He keeps his eyes up, makes a play for his team.
pass to Simmons. 76ers moving the ball around. Harris against Harden. And the basket by Harris.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Harden the pass to Durant. Takes the three. To the inside. Out to Harris. It's up a three. Harris missing again.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's foul number 2 for him. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Thibault the pass to Simmons. Here's Howard.
And Jordan's mere presence can affect shots. I mean, he's easily one of the league's premier shot blocking artists.
And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. First free throw is good, and that brings them within 5. And both free throws good for James Harden.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
And Harden with the stop.
As if there was any question, Harden with the big-time play.
Outside, Simmons. To the middle, and stolen by Jordan. And now Durant running the floor, galloping all by himself.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they could count on him to make crucial shots.
Outside, Simmons. And there's the pass to Howard. Down low. Thibault kicks to Simmons. 9 feet out. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
The jump hook. And no good that time. Good D by Jordan. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Irving. Whistle blows. Basket is the coach's challenge has been issued. Post game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul